Come on! Welcome to day number 11! Turn me up! Wake up! Come on! Let's go! Get locked in, get dialed in. Come on now. Production, turn the music down, please. Production, turn the music down. Welcome to day number 11. $29,964 in annual recurring revenue. Is this thing on? Hello, hello? Is this thing on? Drop a W in the chat if you can hear me. Is this thing on? $29,964 in annual recurring revenue. We are on a mission to vibe code live every single day, Monday through Friday. We take the weekends off, sort of, not really, to buy our family a house. Good morning. Do you post the same video on YouTube? Yes, I do. We're live on YouTube right now. And the VOD is live as well. Good morning. Good morning. Shale, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. What are you working on? Come on! $29,964 in annual recurring revenue. We are vibe coding every single day, Monday through Friday, until we buy our family a home. Every one like on the YouTube stream only is going to be 1 rep of a 100-pound shoulder press. 100 pounds. Yesterday, we did pull-ups. It was mental. I think that I did 51 pull-ups yesterday live on stream. Today, we are going to switch into shoulder press. And who knows, tomorrow we might do something lower body related. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Do it now! Do it now! Okay, now that the neighborhood's awake. Now that the neighborhood is awake. Let's get into what we are doing here. One last time. $29,964 in annual recurring revenue from our apps that we are vibe coding. We need to bring this up to $250,000 in annual recurring revenue. We are live streaming us building in public the entire process from day one to day mission complete. Our current project is getclippo.com. It's live on my YouTube right now. Absolutely juicing views. We are up over 2,700% on views. We are up 1,000 hours on watch time. We've done 70,000 views in the last 28 days, and we only started 11 days ago. Orator.ai, whisper flow with control over output. Is that your project? I love it. I absolutely love it. Today we have a massive stream. We need to get caffeinated. All right, I'm on 20 grams of creatine. We've already had a couple coffees. We're going to crack open an Alani Nu. We have my least favorite flavor here. I drank all the other flavors in the box. So we are left with Juicy Peach Alani Nu. You know it was going to come to this eventually. We're going to add another 200 milligrams of caffeine. Brenofi, what is up? How are you doing today? What are you working on? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for being here. 10 grams creatine. We got 200 milligrams of caffeine. 200 milligrams of L-theanine. Opus 4.7. ChatGPT 5.5. We're vibe coding. We're building apps. We're marketing. The other thing we have to keep at awareness at all times is we should be tweeting every hour right now. We are now only 500,000 views, 500,000 impressions away from getting monetized on X for the first time in 4 or 5 years. It has been a long time coming. We're this close, and we're not going to let it slip through our fingers again. We're going to get monetized. We're going to get monetized. Jake John, welcome to the chat. Let's fucking go! Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm sorry, guys. I'm tuned up today. I'm excited. We have an excellent goals list for this. It's going to be a massive stream. We're going to get a lot done. We're going to position ourselves to increase our annual recurring revenue massively over the next 7 days. Everything's aligning. Everything is aligning. And I am Alani Newing. Come on, guys. Let's talk about our goals for the stream. Let's talk about our goals for the stream. Quick reminder, every 1 like on the YouTube stream is going to be a 100-pound shoulder press. You heard that right. Every 1 like is a 100-pound shoulder press. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to keep up with the entire stream, but you know I'm going to do the best that I can. And to be honest, we're going to get it done. We're going to get it done. Let's start a poll. Feels like I'm watching Sims. I am a Sim. I'm an NPC. If you left click on my head. Hey, mate, did you hit 5 million? We are 500,000. Okay, so 2 days ago, we were 700,000 impressions away. We were at 4.3 million impressions. We are now at 4.5 million impressions on X. We have 500,000 impressions to go. I sent a juicer tweet out this morning already. We already juiced 10,000 impressions this morning or something like that. I don't know. I'll check on it in a second. I have 2 ideas today for 2 more absolute juicer tweets. We're going to try something a little bit out of the box, a little bit out of our ordinary thing, and we are going to get monetized on X. Thank you so much for being here, Omero. Big W, big W. Come on, big W in the chat. All right, poll is live on YouTube. Poll is live on YouTube. Please keep in mind, every like on YouTube is a 100-pound shoulder press. A 100-pound shoulder press, okay? We're not messing around today. Yesterday, we did 51 pull-ups live on stream. You guys were absolutely psychotic. We got 51 likes on the live stream. Our live streams are averaging 2,000 views each, which is absolutely mental. The Discord community is popping off slowly. The newsletter is popping off as well. First issue of the newsletter goes out on Sunday. Make sure you sign up for both of those. The links are in the description. Hop over to the introduction area in the Discord. Introduce yourself. Tell me what's your favorite color. Tell me what project you're working on. Bruce Wayne, I love the username. Are you kidding me right now? And thank you so much for asking what we're working on. Right now we are working on Get Clippo. Get Clippo is our application that takes the live streams and YouTube videos, uses AI to chop them up into perfect viral clips, automatically schedules and posts them on my YouTube. We are up 2,700% on views. We are up 1,000 hours on watch time. I'm going to get monetized on YouTube. First, we're going to monetize on X, which that's going to be done deal. Okay. We are about to get monetized on YouTube as well. We've done 1,000 hours of watch time over the last 11 days, which previously without Clippo on over the course of the last year, we've done 300 hours. So I've done 1,000 in the last 10 days, so in the last 11 days. Before that, we did 300 hours for the whole year. My favorite color is Strudy. Deanna, welcome to the chat. Get locked in. TWIG, hey, I'm working on something a bit crazy, a exercise bike that talks to a Raspberry Pi. I love where we're headed right now. I'm a huge microprocessor guy. I have multiple projects that I've built with microprocessors sitting on my desk right now, TW. Tell it the RPM of the bike, then send that info to a Flask server. You're talking my language right now. Which is also a wrapper for Half-Life 2. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, TW? The speed that I pedal at controls how fast the game runs, and if I drop below a certain speed, the game pauses. Guys, let's get a W for TW in the chat, please. Let's get a massive W for TW in the chat. Come on, guys. The man is building a bike that has a Raspberry Pi that's controlling the frame rate of Half-Life 2. Jesus. All right, how did your MRR or ARR go down from $30,444? All right, listen, guys, listen. I'm going to be fully transparent here on this channel, okay? We're going to be fully transparent here. When the MRR goes down, when somebody cancels one of our products, you're going to see it live on the stream that our annual recurring revenue went down a little bit. It went down a tiny bit. All right, we haven't launched a product yet that we are actually marketing with the stream, with our shorts, with our X profile. We haven't done any of that yet. All right, we are riding off of recurring revenue from our last project, Quick Claw, which we're not really doing a ton of marketing for right now, which we really should be. And I think that we'll probably do that this week. Talk macros and feel better fast. Okay, so when somebody cancels a $200 a month plan on one of those, it hits the annual recurring revenue a little bit. So yes, we came up a tiny bit because we've been streaming and we've been doing all our marketing through this, and I was calling it spillage. I was calling it spillage revenue because it's not even the product we're working on, but it's going up just because we're streaming, we're getting views everywhere, and we're posting, and we're putting in the hard work. But yeah. Good morning, my man. Keep it up. Paul, how are you doing? Paul the Artisan. Welcome to the chat. Guys, I'm going to pop over to the YouTube and we're going to see how many likes we have on the stream real quick. This could be an issue. All right, we're up to 8 likes in the stream. I think that we should start our first set of shoulder presses. These are extremely heavy. I'm a little bit nervous about doing these live on the stream. I don't want to hurt myself. That's one of my biggest fears, is hurting myself live on the stream. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for being here. Good morning. Good morning. Should we do our first set of shoulder press? 100 pounds. A little bit scared. Come on. Come on. X and YouTube are sort of my main marketing channel. For talk macros and stuff, I was mainly doing TikTok. Come on! Why is it not counting? All right, didn't count the first one. Why did they count the first one? I subbed to you on YouTube. TW, thank you so much. That means the world. Let's go. And I love that you're in Twitch right now. We don't get a lot of Twitch viewers. No, I think that I did. Did I do 7 or 8? What, really? One more? All right, hold on. Hold on one second. Let's go. Oh my God, they're heavy. Let's go. The counter doesn't lie. I'm not gonna lie. Buddy is a 1-to-1 Bridgemind clone. Bridgemind is a huge influence, huge inspiration. We're completely different. We're completely different, but I love that guy. I love that guy. I love everything he's doing. Mac, what is up? What is up? What is up? All right. So, what we need to do today is figure out why that counter is being so ridiculous on form. I'm not gonna lie to you, I dialed that counter in. I dialed that counter in to be really strict on form. Same thing with the pull-up counter. And I'm kind of regretting making it so strict on form, because it's obviously somewhat challenging. And it turns out that the pull-ups are far more easy than the 100-pound shoulder press. And I'm actually terrified of this stream today. I'm actually terrified of what's going to happen during this stream. I think that my chest, shoulders, and triceps are going to be ridiculously sore tomorrow. My whoop, I woke up today from yesterday's live stream where we did the 51 pull-ups. And my whoop was like, you're cooked, bro. You're fucking cooked. Kushal, how ARR reduced? That's what happens. It's not going to be a straight line up. We're 11 days into the project here. What do you think? I could just show up here and it's just going to be a straight fucking line up every day? Come on. No, the projects that the majority of our annual recurring revenue come from are not something that we're actively like marketing. We're not actively marketing like on the stream and stuff like that right now. Like mainly our attention is in get Clippo, and we don't even have a buy button on that yet. It's just a sign up for them. So you got to give me a chance to cook, is what that means. Like the annual recurring revenue is going to go down if people cancel. So if somebody signed up for Talk Macros and they cancel their annual plan, it's $100 off the annual recurring revenue. If somebody cancels their Quick Claw plan, if they cancel a $200 a month Quick Claw plan, boom, $1,000 off the more than that, off the annual recurring revenue. Just gave a like, do another set now, right now, he says. Listen, I gotta wait until we get another 5 likes. I'm gonna do sets of 5 today. I'm going to do sets of 5. I thought counter messed up. No, counter's not messed up. Counter is always going to be accurate. Does my title match the counter? Yeah, it does. 29,964. No, listen. I hope every day I get on here, that's going to be going up. But it's unrealistic. We will get to a point. 20 days in, 30 days in, where things are going to be headed upwards on a consistent basis. That is lame. Change the message. What do you think? I'm just going to stop the stream every single time somebody likes it, Trend Slates? I'm just going to stop the stream and do one rep of 100 pounds? It takes so much effort to pick them up to my shoulders. I just did a set. What are you using? Just Claude Code. We're using GPT 5.5 and Opus 4.7. I wanted to tell the stream that I've been using Opus 4.7 all morning before I got in the stream, and I'm deeply concerned that it's been extremely nerfed since yesterday. Do it or change it that is what it says. Do what you say and say what you do. Brother, I'm doing 1 shoulder press per like. It doesn't say I have to do the shoulder press as soon as you like the stream. There's nowhere it says that. Every shoulder press will be done. I promise you that. How many are we at right now? How many likes are we at right now? All right, we're at 12, so I'm gonna do another set. There you go. You get your wish. There you go. Look. You ready? Let's do a little set of 4. Come on. Don, this is what we were working on this morning. Remember in the Discord we were talking about it? You were saying, hey, we were doing any side projects today? This is a side project. Oh my God. No. I made it too strict on form. Guys, the counter is way too strict on form. The counter is way too strict on form. The pull-up counter was much better. We gotta dial in the put the shoulder press counter. And I kind of already forgot. All the way all the way up. That is the issue. That is the issue. And I'm scared of hitting my overhead light, to be honest. All right, I'm already sweating. We're minutes into the stream. I'm already sweating. Let's pull up our goals. All right, so today's goal, we have to record a shoulder press. We have to record a shoulder press clip for X, which I should have just done right there. But I already dropped the ball on our first goal. Sorry about that, guys. We're going to set up the MCP server for Clippo. And then our last... Well, actually, I don't know if we're going to do MCP or not. We're going to talk to GPT-5.5, and we're going to figure out what the best route is. But I basically want my Hermes... I want my Hermes agent to be able to communicate to Clippo and basically have my Hermes, like I want to be able to talk to my Hermes agent and be like, hey, I just finished my live stream. Can you go have Clippo schedule the clips out for like the next 3 days? And then they can just do that together by themselves. So that's going to be the Clippo MCP server. So that could either be an MCP server, or it could just be a skill that we make for Hermes or OpenClaw. Like I don't know if people are still doing MCP servers anymore. I'm not sure if they're still doing that. And then our last thing is the 2-hour stream. Yesterday, if you guys weren't here yesterday, we basically asked for a quota increase from Google so that we can post a shit ton of shorts for our project Clippo. Because if you don't know, we are making Clippo, which is clipping our live stream and automatically scheduling and posting them to YouTube for us. But it's going to be using a lot of quota. Like the quota that Google gives you from the beginning is not going to be enough. Skill might be better. I know I'm leaning towards skill. I woke up and I said I should do an MCP server and have them communicate. And then, like, as I was talking about it to you guys right now, I was like, this could probably just be a skill. But we do need to have a secret key that you get when you make your Clippo account that you feed to your Hermes or your OpenClaw agent. All right, you should have your Discord and YouTube and your Twitch about me, and the same for YouTube, but with Twitch. Oh, you're right. You're 100% right. Should we let's just add that to... I'm just making a note of that on my goals list today. Add, because I was supposed to do that yesterday and we forgot. Thank you, TW. All right. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I have had 18 different beverages today, so I'm gonna be peeing every 30 minutes on the stream, guys. All right. So just be aware of that. Just be ready for that. MCP loads all context in every time. If you're using an expensive model, then that could get pricey. We don't want to do that. Yeah, that seems like an outdated method, doesn't it? Every time you're gonna load the context in versus having, like, you set up a skill on your agent and then the agent could just use that skill. I guess it's still loading the context every time though. I mean, right? It's still loading the context. Because it's going to load the skill file in and send that off to... Can you share the GitHub for your public projects? I don't know if I even have any public projects. It was really sad. I'm going to turn the shoulder press and the pull up into an open source public project, and we're going to make a leaderboard for streamers. And basically, like, you'll be able to install that plugin on OBS, and you'll be part of the streamer leaderboard for like push-ups, shoulder press, squat, pull-ups, but it has to be done obviously live on stream. And then we can see, like, on the leaderboard, like, for the month of May, who did the most pull-ups, which streamer did the most pull-ups. I think I might have finished one of my side quests. Small bug left, but Stripe is hooked up and ready to go. Let's go. I'd love to hear that. We just got to get shit done. That's what we have to do. That's what we're focusing on now. It's just getting shit done. GitHub link in the Discord. Beautiful. Can you be more precise with a skill? You could be more precise with a skill. That's so true. That's so true. But are customers going to mess up a skill more than an MCP server? Let's get GPT-5.5 opened up and let's talk to it. Let's talk to GPT-5.5. Guys, does GPT-5.5 have a Claude.md file? Does Codex have a Codex file where I can describe the way I would like it to talk to me? Does anyone know? Maxi! Not your average dude. What's up? What's up? What's up? How are you doing today? So I want to be able to either make an MCP server or a skill so that a Hermes or OpenClaw agent can communicate with someone's Clippo account, and basically the agent will feed Clippo a URL that needs to get turned into clips and information about, like, when they should be scheduled to be posted. So it can be... The service can be used fully by an AI agent. Nah, I'm trying to be a wingman, your GitHub and your Discord. Oh, yes. I can't do that right now, but I'll do that in a little bit. I'm definitely gonna put my I'll put a channel, and then I'll have my links, and then I'll have all my links in there. I need to make a personal website where I have all of the projects listed also. on top of having like the Discord link, and then we can have everything there. I'm trying to put together our first giveaway for the Discord right now. I'll probably post about that in the Discord later today, actually. I'll probably post about our first giveaway this afternoon after the stream in the Discord. So join the Discord if you haven't already, guys. All right, so we have GPT-5.5 looking up the MCP server versus the skill. And that's going to be a huge thing for us today because I want to what's the Discord link, Max? The Discord link is here. I'll put it in the chat. It's in the description of the YouTube stream. I have to add all of this to. I have to get Twitch better set up. I have to get Twitch better set up, and then I'll have all my links on Twitch as well. All right, so that's in the chat. You should be able to see that. I posted it from Restream, so I think that it goes to all the chats. I believe it goes to all the chats. Just let me know if you see that or not. Yo, what's up today? What's up today? Is it Sorab? 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 Am I saying that right? I need phonetics. I need phonetics on your guys' names. That's what I need. Okay. So I asked GPT-5, just let's talk about. I said I wanted to be able to either make an MCP or a skill. I was just thinking that it would talk to me about what we're gonna do, and it just started making it instead. Like I was just planning on having a conversation with GPT-5.5 about what we were gonna do. Johnny, what's up? Good morning. How are you? Welcome to the stream. I'm going to make this an MCP first integration with a small reusable agent API beneath it. This that gives Hermes OpenClaw a real tool it can call. Well, Clippo keeps account ownership by issuing revocable per user tokens instead of sharing browser cookies. Wow. So it seems like Paul, it just started making the MCP server. Let me pull up another agent, and then we're let's change the thinking level for this to medium. And then I'm going to say, don't make any code changes, but currently, if I want to have an AI agent like Hermes or OpenClaw be able to use this project, Clippo, by getting like a revocable token so that it can like give Clippo the link to a live stream or YouTube video, and also give it the times and days it wants clips to be scheduled. Would it be better to just have like a skill and an API? Or is it better to have like a full MCP server set up? And can you give me the breakdown of what is better? Also talk to me like I'm in middle school. So that's my biggest issue with Codex is Opus 4.7 will talk to me in a way that's extremely understandable, and I can just immediately get what it's trying to say. It feels like GPT-5.5 is talking to me in a way like it's almost trying to make it more difficult for me to understand what it's saying. Like it's jargon maxing. It's jargon maxing. It uses the most technical jargon it possibly can with every response. All right, let's go. See, this is still so long. All right, let's learn something. Let's learn something really quick. For Clippo, I'd pick an API first and only add a full MCP server later if you want AI agents to discover and use Clippo's tools in a more native agent tool way. Think of it like this: API, a locked service window where agents can hand Clippo a token, a video/live stream link, and schedule rules. MCP server, a whole helper desk that tells AI agents, here are the Clippo tools I offer, here is how to call them, here is what data I can access. For your use case, the core needs to be pretty simple. Agents get a revocable token, sends Clippo a stream video URL, and tells Clippo when to make clips. This is a great fit for an API. Best starting point, API. Build a normal HTTP API with endpoints like post, delete, post, get, delete. The agent would send something like this. Okay, that makes sense, guys. Good morning, Humble Life Skills. How are you? Good morning, good morning. GPT is way proactive. Just wanted it to set up a basic Astro theme. It ended up already changing navigation items and page content. That is so accurate. And it has no business doing front-end stuff. Why this is better first: easier to build, easier to secure, works with any agent, app, website, or backend. Revocable tokens are straightforward. You can stay in control of permissions. So, a full MCP server makes sense if you want Hermes, OpenClaw, Claude Desktop, Cursor, or other agents to use Clippo as a tool directly, which is exactly what we want. Guys, that's exactly what we want. So the shape would be Hermes OpenClaw uses MCP tools, Clippo MCP server calls Clippo API, Clippo scheduling plus Clippo system, or simpler at first, Hermes OpenClaw HTTP request with tokens, Clippo API. Okay, but this is exactly what we want. And my only fear with just doing a straight up API only is how are we going to make sure that the agents like Hermes and OpenClaw or Claude Desktop are actually going to know how to utilize the API properly to get the job done if we don't have an MCP server? I would say we could make a skill, but is a skill going to be less reliable than using a straight up MCP server? GPT way too caffeinated this morning. Build. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. What's you Hermes using? What's your Hermes using? GPT 5.5. It's so good. It's unbelievable. Max, when do you use Codex versus Claude Code nowadays? Okay, so we woke up today. This is a great point, Ludo. We woke up today. It feels like Opus 4.7 is completely nerfed again. I have a strange suspicion that Opus 4.7, they did something this morning. It's at least 5% worse than when it first launched. We are switching to GPT 5.5 today, but we need to figure out how we can make GPT 5.5 talk to us in a way that's efficient. Because the way it replies to us right now is completely inefficient. It is jargon maxing. It tries to make itself look more intelligent than it is by providing a wall of text with tons of technical jargon instead of saying, this is what I think we should do. Do you want me to do it right now? I have seen people like Bridgemind, of course, and other people using a skill called like caveman skill. Nico came out with it first, I think. And he said, it basically forces GPT 5.5 to speak to you like a caveman. And I think that would be really interesting to use. I think that the combination of Codex 5 with GPT 5.5 with a skill like the caveman skill might possibly be goated. Caveman mode, Griffin, You read my mind. Start it in Claude 4.6 mode will send you the command in the CLI Discord. Start it in Claude 4.6 mode. There is an update for, oh, is that the problem? That's the problem, isn't it? Guys, what is the guys, what is the upgrade command for, what is the upgrade command for, yeah, but is 4.6, why do you want to start at 4.6? Because I want 4.7. Are you having better success in 4.6? I'm here because for the subscription you mentioned, I'm spending too much even with caveman mode. There is an update. All right. I think it's Claude upgrade or something like that. Or Claude update. We nailed it. Whoa, 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 whoa. There's an update for Claude version 1.52, but I'm on version 2.11. All right, looking to Hermes Codex CLI, $100 a month, spend $300. Yes. If you're not doing, Angelina, I don't believe you right now. I straight up don't believe you right now. You want to use 4.6 over 4.7? Looking to, I don't do 4.7. It's stupidly restricted. What is it restricted on though? Are you playing with us right now? Are you showing us something that we don't know? Do you have some sort of secret sauce that you're not telling us about? What? We can exit out of the shoulder press thing. We don't need that. We can exit out of the Tron thing. We don't need that. We have to leave that shoulder press server going. This supposedly just created an entire MCP server. Implemented the agent integration as MCP first with a skill fallback. What changed? Added hash, revocable per user agent tokens in backend. Added scope bearer auth and agent endpoints. How to run the MCP server. Okay, so I don't know why I wouldn't think this. But the MCP server is a separate server that runs on top of, that runs separately from our existing server, which it's adding another layer of complexity, which I hate. That's my least favorite thing. 4.7 is a downgrade. Yes, I'm also still using 4.6. 4.7 burns a lot more tokens for me as well. Anyone else agree? Are you high? I don't do... Am I high? I'm not high. I'm not high. I don't smoke weed. I used to. Every day. It's too much now. Once you get past 24, you just get paranoid. People say to 5.5 on high as extra high might do too much. Okay, yes. I did actually just turn it down to medium. And we got a fast response, and it seems a little bit better. Let's find the caveman skill. For GPT 5.5. Does anyone have the link to the caveman skill for GPT 5.5? If so, drop in the Discord. I guess I'll look for it on X real quick. Because I would really like to get GPT 5.5 kind of dialed in before we do anything today. Okay. So this guy says that he benchmarked the caveman skill against just saying, literally just saying, be brief. And it worked just as well as the caveman full skill. All right, caveman is getting really popular, so I was interested to know if it actually outperforms a simple reminder to be brief. All right, so we're just going to say be brief. So true on the paranoia with weed 25 plus, absolutely. It'll have you doing cold sweats. It'll have you doing cold sweats. All right, so basically we have to test out the MCP server that we just created. Let's get our Hermes agent to bring this live. Okay, can you push this to the server? Or sorry, can you commit and push this to GitHub? And also give me a very brief instruction on how to get this server running and how to utilize it. And then we're going to take that and we're going to feed that to our Hermes agent, which is then going to get it live on our Hetzner server. And then we are going to try to get our Hermes agent to use the MCP server. Oh, and also we need to change the thinking from extra high to high. The branch is main with origin pointed at the GitHub repo. I'm staging MCP tokens. All right, so my understanding is that this MCP server is going to be like a help desk, and basically our agent is just going to be able to interact with it, and the MCP server is going to explain exactly how to utilize it. The MCP server is going to explain to our Hermes agent or OpenClaw agent exactly how to utilize it. And then this could be really nice because when I'm done streaming, here's going to be the goal. Kushal, that's amazing. That's what this is for. I love it. I love it. I love it. The goal is going to be I turn off stream. I open Discord on my phone and I say, hey, Spring. Spring is my Hermes agent. Hey, Spring, I just finished my live stream. Have Clippo clip up the live stream and schedule it out for today and tomorrow. A short every 2 hours. And then it will just go do that. That's going to be the goal. And I think that's going to be fantastic. I was thinking about having the entire process automated, but I think it's better just to have, you can either do it via agents or you can log into the graphical user interface and actually paste the link in. You can look at the clips, you can edit the clips, do whatever you want with it. Because there's going to be two types of people that use Clippo. There's going to be one like me that just wants it to be as efficient as possible. I don't care. 50% of the clips are going to suck. 50% of the clips are going to absolutely bang out. That's just how that's how it works perfectly with the TikTokification of the internet right now, though. Okay. Committed and push. So now we go to Spring. I'm going to go at Spring. and I'm going to say just updated Clipper Claw Cloud. I need to get this MCP server live, and we need to test it out. End goal is going to be me being able to ask you to get a video clipped and scheduled on YouTube. This is on our lab server. All right, so we have our Hermes agent working away on this. You guys want to see what that looks like? I don't think there's anything bad here. Whatever, we're just gonna send it. So that's what that looks like, right? So I just sent the command to Spring, the Hermes agent, and she opens up a thread with me. And Hermes is super verbose, where it shows you pretty much step by step what it's doing. And it has a skill, so it knows basically all. It has like a keychain skill, where it knows the names of my servers, SSH keys. It has full access to my GitHub repos, and then it can get anything live, basically. So I can code everything locally, commit it to GitHub, and then I can just have Spring, the Hermes agent, take care of getting it live on the server, and I don't have to worry about any of that. There's no SSH into the server, setting up Nginx, PM2. It even has access to my Cloudflare account fully, so it can go and get a domain and set up a DNS. All right, why are we building the MCP? We're building the MCP because I really want to be able to just go, like, when I'm done with my stream, I want to just be like, I'm done with my stream. Spring, can you please go grab the URL for my latest stream from YouTube, send it over to Clippo, get it clipped, and then take the clips and schedule them out for like every 2 hours for the next 2 days. Or research when the best times are to post for the next 2 days, and then have the clip scheduled out to post then. And then we can set up is fucking crazy. Thank you, brother. Thank you. And then that takes the work away from actually just like logging into Clippo and grabbing the URL, pasting it in, waiting for it to make the clips, and then hitting the scheduling. I was going to have it just be automatic by default. So like when you sign up for Clippo, you have no option. It's just gonna clip your shit and post it every 2 hours automatically. But I don't think that's the best route. I think the best route is either agentic, like Post is. So you either have the option to go full agentic, like we're doing right now with the MCP server, or you go old school and you just have the graphical user interface that you log into and you make the clips and do it all yourself. I quit my job, work for you right now. Let's go! Listen, we are only at $29,000 in annual recurring revenue. When do we hire our first employee? Not now. It's not now, Griffin. I'm sorry. It's not now, Griffin. Oh my God, guys. Is that an accidental third dog leak? Oh my God. How could this have happened? How could this have happened? That's an accidental third dog leak. I just leaked the third dog. You have so many AI agent employees already. Yes, yes. I think the goal is to see how far we can get with almost no human employees, which I think it's going to be pretty far. We are going to have to, we're probably going to have to get help on YouTube at some point. Got it. Here's what I see in the plan I want your blessing on before I touch anything. So Spring, my Hermes agent, and my OpenClaw agent ask for approval a lot right now because, like I talked about on last stream, we had an accident where on one of my apps I deleted a $200 a month customer all of their information from one of my apps. Gone forever. Because I was getting so cocky with OpenClaw. And so now I'm leaning back towards having Claude Code and Codex never ask for anything, just do, because it's just code changes and we can just revert in GitHub. But when Hermes or OpenClaw is doing customer support or server infrastructure stuff, it needs to give me a plan of what it's going to do, and it needs to ask for permission. Yo, Clippo, I might need that as well. Let's go. Let's go. Get yourself on the wait list. Get yourself on the wait list. We're building an MCP server today. Ray Fernando, thank you for being here. The GOAT, the legend. We were talking about you in the Discord. We literally said, we said, holy shit, guys. Ray Fernando was in the chat today. We're like, dude, Ray Fernando was in our fucking chat today, guys. That's crazy. Come on. Our Sphinx has been nerfed. Got the snip. Oh. All right, so we're going to approve phase 1 for our Hermes agent Spring, and she is going to get the MCP server live, and then we're going to test it out live on stream. And this is going, I can't tell you how sick it is going to be. I can't tell you how sick it's going to be when we can fully utilize Clippo from our OpenClaw and Hermes agent. So the plan that it has right now, phase 1 is deploy. And it wants to do some crazy shit. I'm gonna have it change the plan. So all the changes with the MCP server are committed to Discord. I mean, oh my God, are committed to GitHub. If you pull up, if you take a look at our code changes, our recent code changes to the Clipper Claw Cloud in GitHub, you'll be able to see the MCP server that we just created. So all you need to do is pull that onto the server and use the instructions to get the MCP server started. And then afterwards, we'll go ahead and test it together. Okay. Yo, Ray, goals. I'd love to try this. Def getting on the list. Happy to give feedback. Oh, I would love that. I would love that. Absolutely. That would mean the world. We're definitely doing that. It's been the best thing I've possibly done for growing on YouTube. I don't think there would be anybody in this stream other than some of the people that know me from X if I was not constantly pumping the clips out. And so like we literally went from doing a few hundred views to doing 60,000 views in 11 days, which I know for you that's nothing. That's absolutely nothing. But for me, this is like the most amount of success I've ever had on YouTube. And it's just the short form clipping. It almost feels like if you're just starting off, if you're not Ray Fernando already, if you're not already the GOAT, it feels like streaming is sort of not even worth it unless you are running something like Clippo. It doesn't have to be Clippo. I'm obviously making Clippo, but unless you're running something like Opus Clip or whatever in the background, making the clips. Did you create a Clips account? I'm still new to the clipping stuff. I did not. I suppose what we could do is we could make a separate clipping account and we could try that as well, but I'm just posting them straight to my own account. I got a notification the other day from YouTube that 25% of the people that watch my shorts are going to my live streams and my long form YouTube videos. So I just wonder if if I made a separate account for clipping, I wonder if it'd be as successful at getting people to my long form and my live stream, if that makes sense. Because to me, that seems like insane that we're generating tens of thousands of views from the short form, and then it's like 25% of them are getting funneled to the long form. Oh, good idea about keeping the clips in the same account. The only thing I worry about is that when we're generating these AI clips, if I let it run on full auto, there's two paths that you can think about. You could let it run on full auto, and then some of the clips are not going to perform well because it's AI doing the clipping. It's not like I'm signing off on every single one. And then that takes zero work on my end. I just let that go to town. It's going to generate a ton of views, and it's also going to generate a ton of flops. And I don't want it to hurt my account in any way. I don't think it's going to. We're obviously going to test it out, and other people are doing it. Like, I know the Bridgemine kid does it. It's just sent down full auto, and some of them completely flop and some of them do good. But I just worry if some of them flopping hurts the account or not. And that's where I would think that having the separate account may be beneficial. But we're going to test it all, and we're going to do it live, and we're going to come up with what the best strategy is going to be. And I'm a freak, so we'll track it. We'll track everything, and we'll just go by the data and whatever is going to work better. And I'm going to guess that getting some extra X accounts set up, like I was listening to Riley Brown do a podcast the other day. He has 6 X accounts right now that he's basically resharing his YouTube videos to, that are pumping insane views on X right now. So I'm going to guess that even if we're still posting clips and YouTube videos on our main account, that getting separate clipping accounts set up for YouTube and X is going to be a no-brainer anyways. That way there we can repost our long form and we can post our clips and get some views going. All right. Phase 1 done. All right, so basically it went live on my server. For some reason, my Hermes agent is like confused on, it wants me to SSH in. It forgot that we set up the domain name. So that can be the issue with using OpenClaw and Hermes for like your backend assistant, is you sort of need to make sure that all your bases are covered as far as like it knowing where you're at with things. Because if the little details get left behind, it'll start messing up. You need to have like the foundation set up correctly. Yeah, I just said, oh, you're right. So we're going to go to our website. We're going to go to settings. We're going to go to API. So it added this agent API tokens right here, guys. Good idea, like Ray Fernando 1337 vibes X account where it's just content and I repost my main. Yeah, not me, not we. I shouldn't say we. You're doing a fantastic job already. You're the legend, but I need to, I got to get scrappy here and start listening to some of the goats like yourself and Riley Brown and get some systems in place. Because I think there's a lot being left on the table with just taking the existing stuff that you're doing, not even chopping it up, not even clipping it, just getting it getting it sent out to the world on various accounts, and also clipping it and getting it sent out to the world on a regular basis. And if we can get agents to handle this in the background for us, so it requires no extra effort on our behalf, that's major. That's major. And it's made such a massive impact where like my audience on everything is just like, everything is so green right now. Like things are in the 100% up from this. Real-time audience development tools. That's exactly what we're doing. What's rocking? How's Clippo doing? Clippo is doing great, Skater. We are setting up the MCP server today so that our Hermes agent can use Clippo by itself. And then I will be able to say, when I'm done with the stream, I'll be able to say Spring, which is my Hermes agent. I'll be able to say, hey, go make sure that the live stream gets clipped and schedule it to post to YouTube, and eventually schedule it to post to TikTok, X, everywhere. Because we got to create gravity around us. That's going to be our main, that is going to be our thing, is we have to create gravity around us. Like we want to be pulling people into what we're doing from just everywhere. Like I want it to feel like when you open, I want it to feel like when you open your phone and you're like, oh, let me check social media. It's like, why is this Max Blade kid constantly everywhere I go? Like I open Twitch, he's fucking there. Like I open TikTok, he's there. Instagram Reels, he's there. Why? Like, I think that is the modern day strategy of building in public, is just creating massive gravity to everything you're doing. And Ray Fernando, obviously, of this every time I open any fucking app, he's there. But Riley Brown, like, unbelievable. I think that's the right name. Let me if you guys haven't watched this podcast, after I'm done with this stream, don't go now. Don't leave now. After I'm done watching this stream, if you guys are trying to build a personal brand or just trying to do any sort of like marketing or build in public, then I really feel like this is just like almost required viewing at this point. It's such an elegant breakdown, and it shows like what people at the absolute top of their game are doing and the systems that they have in place to create just marketing gravity around themselves. It's this guy right here, Riley Brown. So I'm sure you guys know him very well. It's Riley Brown, and he has a video with, God, I can't remember what the guy's name is. It's a podcast that just came out recently. I don't know. We'll have to find this at another time. But if you're not following Riley Brown, I would definitely check him out. And I'll paste the link in the Discord later today to his podcast, because I'm literally studying it right now. Like I'm worshiping this podcast that he came out with, and he just gave away so much sauce on absolutely just destroying social media with build in public and building your brand and all the different creative ways he's generating attention and money. I mean, the game we're playing is just, it's a beautiful game, and there's so many creative strategies to win at it. All right, so I just created the token for our MCP server, and I'm taking that from Clippo, and I am sending it over to my Hermes agent. And I'm saying, here is our token. This will be really interesting, because the way we'll be able to test this is we'll be able to, the other dude is super over the top with content. Julian Goldie is insane. Who's Julian Goldie? I don't know Julian Goldie. So we'll be able to test the MCP server really good because our OpenClaw agent has no idea about Clippo at all, nothing. So it's kind of a blank slate where we'll just be able to give it like the token and say go interact with Clippo, get Clippo. All right, token works. YouTube linked as MaxBlade. All capabilities enabled. Saving the token and wiring up Hermes. Since the MCP server is just an HT. Since the MCP server is just an HTTPS client to app.getclippo.com, running it locally on this Mac is simpler than SSH Studio. What? That doesn't make any sense. It's saying that it wants to run the MCP server basically on the Mac that that my Hermes agent is running on. All right, I'm going to deny this. We are trying to test out the Get Clippo MCP server as if we are a user or an end user trying to use the Get Clippo product via MCP. So us setting up the MCP server on the MacBook Pro doesn't really make any sense. Okay. Honestly, one-time payment for this is crazy good once you launch it. It won't. So when we do MCP and we do the cloud version, it will not be one-time payment. The Mac app that you download and you run locally on your Mac will be one-time payment. So MCP server and the cloud version will not be one-time payment just because there's no way I could do that. There's too much infrastructure cost. But I will have the Mac app totally available, so you could just download the Get Clippo Mac app, and you just have to enter in like an API key for an LLM and link it to your YouTube, and then you're all set, and it will run locally on your hardware. Which I think that's kind of cool that we're doing that. He published on YouTube pretty much every 3 hours. Then and on X posts every 10 minutes. That's too much though. That's too much. Like I'm all about going over the top and stuff, but that's too much. All right, guys. So I was just talking about this with my fiance. Sometimes you just have to post shit, even like with the state of social media right now, the TikTokification. Like if a post flops, nobody's going to see it. So you have to get out of your head with like, I shouldn't post this because it's stupid. Because you really like, you have a small idea of what people are going to think is valuable. But 50% of the time you're completely wrong. Like I wrote this post this morning when I was drinking my coffee, and I was kind of like, this is stupid. Like this is stupid. Like nobody's gonna find value in this. You know, like everybody already knows this. Like I'm just repeating what everybody already knows right now. But a lot of times when I think that, I'm completely wrong. And those are like the posts that get the most impressions and do the best. You know, so I wrote this post. It has no photo, no video, nothing. I wrote it in 5 minutes while I was drinking my coffee because I was so fired up about my Hermes Agent Spring. Like I'm genuinely fired up about everything it can do. It makes me so happy. Like it makes me happy. And it has 700 likes and 40,000 views, you know, and that shit builds your audience. So you just have to post. That's what I'm saying. You just have to post. And when you feel like something is too stupid and you shouldn't post it, just post it anyways. Which MacBook are you using right now? So right now I have a crazy setup. I'm in love with my setup right now. This is my M1 Pro right here. Okay, this is like my baby that I've had since it came out. What year did the M1 Pro come out, guys? 2021 or something like that? And then I've never showed it, I don't think, on stream. But right here, I have a slot that my MacBook slides into. It's a 3D printed slot with a USB-C connection on the back. So it slides in and locks into the USB-C connection. And this is my M5 Pro. So I recently just got that. And the reason I got the M5 Pro, I wasn't going to upgrade, but I was like, you know what? I'll upgrade to the M5 Pro because it's awesome. And then it's allowed me to do like this streaming setup, which is ridiculous. And then I'll use my M1 Pro as a dedicated machine for Hermes and OpenClaw. And I put amphetamine on it, so it just runs 24/7 and never turns off. It's fully on, everything, network, all of it. And it's nice because it's basically like an onboard battery backup. So you don't even need like a UPS or anything like that, right? Because if we lose power or something like that, I mean, obviously my network's gonna go out because I don't have battery backup on it, but it's gonna stay running until power comes back on. Which is so cool. Hey, enough. All right, so Spring said, fair point, let me back up. The MCP server is a thin HTTPS client. The question is how end users actually connect to it. Two real options, a hosted remote MCP. What is happening right now? Can you be extremely brief? Is the MCP server set up to run on my Hetzner server alongside the actual clipping server so that end users can interact with it once they have their token? It kind of feels like my agent Spring right now is like having a tough time wrapping her head. I hate using her. Wrapping its head around this MCP server that we're trying to get live. All right, no. What's committed is a standalone MCP wrapper that could run alongside Clippo, but is currently configured as a single user process using Clippo agent tokens. So one MCP server instance maps to one user token. End users can use it by running their own MCP server with their token. For a shared Hetzner hosted MCP endpoint, we still need to add a proper multi-user remote MCP transfer auth layer where each request/session supplies that user's Clippo token. This seems ridiculous. I'm ready to make babies with my Hermes. I'm wondering in the era of AI how fast people will realize that running Linux is just going to be the long-term win and finally ditch Apple. Yeah, I used to main Fedora for a long time. Why M5 Pro, not M5 Max? 'Cause I don't got money like that. I don't got money like that, but I also just don't think that you need that right now. Like, I could understand if you were trying to run local models, but I just don't think right now it's a good idea. Ashish, hey bro, what's up? Skater, you can't say Linux sucks. You just can't say it. I mean, it runs the world. Once you start going deeper, you realize that it runs the entire world. Every project I have is running on Linux. Every single one. Clippo is running on Linux. Guys. This is the most positive live stream on the internet. We're not going to fight in chat. Come on. I am ultra confused right now. I want an MCP server that is going to allow end users and their agents, their OpenClaw Hermes agents, to effortlessly interact and utilize Clippo with the agent token they generate inside their Clippo dashboard. Do I have a fundamental misunderstanding of how the MCP server will interact with our project? So this is my first time ever doing an MCP server or anything like that. Like, obviously I'm good with APIs and stuff like that. But I guess my understanding was going to be there's an MCP server that sits like almost in front of Clippo's API endpoints. And the MCP server just stands as like a translation layer so that when somebody's OpenClaw or Hermes agent communicates to the MCP server is like, this is what we can do. What's good is Max locked, boys. I'm absolutely locked in. I'm locked in out of my mind. So your understanding is basically right. The mismatch is in deployment shape. There are two MCP patterns. Local MCP server, user's agent runs a small MCP process on their own machine. That process has Clippo agent token, their token, Clippo base URL. All right, local MCP server, user runs agent runs a small. I don't understand why the user would have to run an MCP server, guys. Hosted remote MCP server. You run one MCP server on Hetzner. Each user agent connects to that URL and sends their Clippo agent token. The MCP server uses that token per request to act as a user. This is what you want. So you do not have a fundamental misunderstanding. Awesome. I built the right tool logic, but as a single user local MCP wrapper, not yet as a multi-user hosted MCP endpoint end users can effortlessly connect to. The token system I added is still useful. Next step is to convert/add the MCP server so it accepts the user's token from the agent connection instead of reading one global Clippo agent token from the server environment. Okay. So with the second point here, when we build a multi-user hosted MCP endpoint, does the end user still need to have a small MCP server / process? Because that doesn't make any sense to me. What mix is this? Dude, this mix is so fire, isn't it, Keith? This is, I'm gonna give this mix away right now, okay? The algorithm just delivered it to me too. This is hyper-focused minimal techno music with 40 hertz gamma isochronic tones. It just gets me locked in out of my mind. I almost can't help it for some reason. When this comes on, I cannot help it. By the way, guys, if you haven't disabled recommended on YouTube, I would highly recommend it. I would highly recommend that you disable recommended on YouTube. It might just change your life. It might change your life. MCP should be in the app. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. No, with a hosted remote MCP endpoint, the end user does not run a small MCP server process. Thank God. They would do roughly this. Create an agent token in Clippo, add your hosted MCP URL to Hermes OpenClaw, provide their Clippo token in that agent's MCP auth config. Their agent calls your MCP server directly. The small local process is only for local MCP / studio MCP setups. For your product goal, you want Hermes OpenClaw agent, MCP over HTTP, your hosted Clippo MCP endpoint, internal. So yes, the current committed version is not the final deployment shape you want. Let's please get it to the final deployment shape that we want. Keep this as simple as possible. Don't add any unnecessary complexity. Once it's done, give me a prompt that I can feed to my agent that is handling the infrastructure so that this agent knows to pull this live to the server, get the MCP server running live on our Hetzner server so that we can start testing it out. Okay. So GPT-5.5 just completely, like, I thought I gave a pretty solid prompt. This is what happened is when we originally prompted GPT-5.5 to set this up for us, it just got started with it. I wanted to have a conversation, and then it just got started with doing the work. Why is my camera frozen? It just got started doing the work, which is not what I wanted at all. What happened to our camera, guys? Let's see what happened. Oh. All right. I think we might be so back. We're not so back. We're not so back. Get this off my screen. There we go. We're back dialed in. So because I was not able to have a conversation with it, it just got started writing the wrong shit. And now we're in this situation where it's not what we want. Your consistency, man, hats off. Thank you so much, Ashish. I appreciate it. What stack are you using to live stream? We're using OBS right now. I have an A6400 Sony camera for my face cam with a Sigma 16mm lens on it. I have an iPhone back here behind me, an old iPhone that I'm just using continuity. I'm using continuity camera. I'm using continuity camera, which is a terrible idea, by the way. Don't do that. To link to my MacBook Pro, and I have that patched into OBS. And then we are using a little Python server in order to handle tracking our shoulder presses, which we got to do a set of shoulder presses. We got to do a set of shoulder presses right now. Oh, if it didn't count that last one, I was gonna freak out. All right, those are genuinely too heavy. Those are genuinely too heavy for. Those are too heavy. I can't describe to you how much more difficult that is than the pull-ups. And it's a completely different type of hard. And a desk chair is not meant to do shoulder presses like that in. It's just not, it's just not meant. And I forgot to record it for the video. I would use Clippo for this, but we're live right now. We're gonna have to go into the stream, record the stream. We're gonna have to go into the VOD, record the VOD with OBS, then make the clip to post on X. Because we have to keep going on X, guys. We are so close to getting monetized. All right, the hosted endpoint is now in the main app at /MCP. No separate user-side process is needed. I'm running syntax checks, and then I'll update the commit push. Does anyone know if you can use PM2 with a Python server? Or if that, fully there was a VOD. It's like we're so dialed in. It's like me and you just think the same, right? Is that what it is? Is that what's going on? So the can you use PM2 with a Python server? This is where we need to have our little guy right here. Can you use PM2 with a Python server or only Node.js? Be super brief. I don't think our guy is hooked up right now.
Yes, PM2 supports Python. Use the command PM2 start stream.
Oh, PM2 does support Python. This is great news, guys. So we'll use PM2 to run our MCP server then. It's kind of freaky that it is using Python for all this stuff because I've never used Python for any servers or backends or anything like that. Okay, cool. So GPT 5.5 just fixed the structure of the MCP server. I'm going to go to Spring. I'm going to say, I just fixed the structure of the MCP server. So it works for multi-user and we don't need a local MCP setup. The end goal is so that anybody's Hermes or OpenClaw agent can just effortlessly utilize Clippo from our MCP server. Pull the changes, get it live on the server. Let's get testing it. All right. So Spring should set this up live on the server for us, and then we'll be able to test if the MCP server works. Yes, yeah, it's my first time with it. Yep. I was kind of liking messing around with these stupid pull up and shoulder press stuff because it helps me learn when I do these stupid projects because those are all Python servers also. So it kind of helps me learn what I'm doing a tiny bit, or at least gives me more reps. And I'm thinking the way things are going, the LLMs are just going to prefer to use Python for everything. And so it's going to be our job to get comfortable with that. Like they're probably going to slowly phase out like Node JS. Because they're just so comfortable. The LLMs are so comfortable with Python. I don't know, it could be the opposite. They could just get comfortable with everything and then it's just totally preference. All right, let's see if we can pull up the live stream and then let's see if we can make the clip. Let's see if we can make the clip. So what I'll do is make this bigger. I'm going to take myself out of it. And then get rid of this. I'm going to hit record, start recording. And then we will start recording myself doing these presses. And then this will be a clip that we post on X and hopefully becomes a juicer. Because like I said, guys, we are so close. It's funny how it's doing the legs at the bottom. And it's crazy, the eyes and the mouth and stuff. Like, if you're creative, you could really build some insane shit with this. All right, we're gonna stop the recording. And then I'll get rid of this. I'll bring myself back. Hey guys. We'll bring this back. All right, Spring said there's an error in our code. So we're going to send this back over to GPT-5.5. I'm going to say fix this and push/commit. I think that a better workflow is the previous workflow I did where you just give GPT-5.5 Codex or Claude the skill of your like SSHing into your server. And that way there it writes the code locally on my computer and then commits to GitHub. And then in this all in one window, it SSHs into the server, pulls it and makes it live. That way there it has 100% of the context. And like when it fails in the server, it can automatically make the changes, push it, pull it, get it running. Instead of going back and forth between a Hermes agent and like, I think both have their advantages and disadvantages. So while that's running, we'll go into, we'll pull up that movie, we'll edit it in, we'll edit the clip that we just recorded in Premiere Pro, and then we're gonna get that posted on X. Just gonna put that there for now. Go to Premiere Pro. What do you think is the single biggest leverage for AI right now? I think the biggest single leverage in terms of like being a product creator is sort of like what we're doing right now, is creating tools that agents can use that provide massive value for people. Soundwave, what's up? Hello, hello. Like if you could create a tool that is highly specialized that an agent can't just do by itself, and then create like an MCP server like we're doing, or a skill, so that agents like OpenClaw, Claude Desktop, and Hermes can use your product. That's massive. Like we talked about yesterday a little bit, I think that SaaS is switching from software as a service to service as a software. So stuff should run almost without you, or just be like a quick message to your agent, and then it's on autopilot from there. I prefer GitHub hooks and actions versus giving agents the keys. Yeah, we have totally bypassed. We've sidestepped that step. It has everything now. We're living in the Wild West. It's scary. It's terrifying. I kind of like the idea of including everything in this video that we post on X. It kind of makes it feel like more of a vibe. And then you guys are on my X, which is fun. All I do is give Codex full access the way it was meant to be. Let's go, David Gang. That's really just how we run it. You know what I mean? All right, we're going to start the clip there. Don't do that. Unlink these. Edit the beginning. How long is that? It's over 30 seconds. We're going to bring the speed up to 150%, which is going to get it under 30 seconds. I'm going to, it's already unlinked, sorry. I'm going to delete the audio on it. We're going to have it start as right where the shoulder press starts. Just like that. I want it to be even faster. So we're gonna go 175% speed. Perfect. Okay, great. I'm gonna go export, media, shoulder press. We'll go, I don't know where I just exported that to. All right, look up Pocket OS if you want to know why giving agent keys is not the best idea. Oh no. Oh no, where can I see your apps? Soundwave, I have some of my apps in the description down below. Right now we're building Get Clippo, which is our clipping tool that automatically chops the live stream up into clips and posts them on our YouTube for us, and it's absolutely juicing views in the background. Another one of our apps is QuickClaw app, which automatically sets up QuickClaw, OpenClaw for people. No virtual private server, no API keys, no nothing, no Mac Mini. Like literally your grandmother could use OpenClaw from this app. We have Talk Macros, which is our dieting app, which lets you basically track your macros straight from Siri, which is really fun. We have Feel Better Fast, which is our workout community app. Imagine you could have used Clippo for that. I know, so that's the problem. That's the problem. If I finished my stream, I could use Clippo for that. But since I'm live right now, I don't think it can download a video that's currently happening live. I mean, we could test it. But it would have been really nice if I could have just talked to my Hermes agent and say, find the clip where I'm doing the shoulder presses and send it to me so I can post it on X. That would have been really nice. All right. So. Where did that clip go? Let me just see where this exported to. Oh, it says desktop. But did it really? No, it did. All right, this will work. All right, let's just post it. So we'll go here. God, look at this beer. I'm not drinking lately, but Jesus. Okay. I vibe coded this in 30 minutes this morning with Python and Opus 4.7. If the form is not perfect, the rep doesn't count. Chat is controlling my workout. Every like equals 100-pound shoulder press rep. I vibe coded this in 30 minutes this morning with Python and Opus 4.7. If the form is not perfect, the rep doesn't count. Let's go. Go juice the tweet if you guys are on X. Go juice the tweet. I appreciate your take, by the way. Thanks. Get clips. Oh, I created a Chrome extension that allows you to continuously watch YouTube videos from any tab/screen without physically being on the YouTube tab. Oh, so like if you're if I wanted to listen to like music or something like that, or watch a podcast, I could have it run. I could have it run in the background or something like that, and then I don't even need the tab open. Kushal, you're the man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, so this hopefully fixed. All right, fixed, committed, and pushed. I'm going to say to Spring, Okay, please pull the new changes and get the server live again. It should be fixed. And we're gonna see what that says. Correct, and if you're watching someone live. That's cool. That's really cool. I think there's a lot to be done with Chrome extensions right now. I've never built a Chrome extension myself, but there's a lot of opportunity there. The other thing we got to remember is that Levels IO Vibe Jam ends in 2 days, and my game is not finished, though he already put a shit ton of time into. So either today or tomorrow, I don't know if I'm gonna do it on stream or not, but either today or tomorrow, we're gonna have to finish the video game that we made for Levels IO Vibe Jam. All wired up, server side, client side. Restart Hermes, and after restart say go. I'll call. Okay, so what are end users going to need in order to properly utilize the MCP server? Like, we have this token. They probably need an address, right? And then can we include an ultra brief, like, setup instructions or something like that? Inside that little settings card? Or a prompt? Can we include a prompt that you just give to the Hermes or OpenClaw agent so that it perfectly knows how to utilize the MCP server? Let's see what it says. Yo, also participating in Levels Vibe Jam, but completely rebuilding my game right now. Want to give it a run tomorrow if I drop the link in chat? Yeah. If you're in the Discord, just drop the link in Discord and I'll check it out today. It also helps with people who are vibe coding, who are watching step-by-step videos and or watching a podcast or more. Yep. All right, I'm adding the MCP URL and prompt directly under token creation. The prompt will use a placeholder normally and automatically include the raw token immediately after the user creates one, since that's the only time Clippo can show it. All right, because right now my Hermes agent wants to restart. I don't understand why you want to restart Hermes when everything should be pretty much done on the server side. Like, we're just interacting with it. Like, you are just interacting with the MCP server. Nothing should have to be restarted here, correct? Oh, shoot. No, actually, that's right. That's good. You're right. The server is the product. Hermes restarts only because my native MCP client discovers tools at startup. That's a Hermes side limitation, not a Clippo requirement. I can just speak JSON RPC to the endpoint directly with curl, which is exactly what any MCP client does. Let's do that. All right, so basically what I'm going to do is after, all right, I'm going to say, all right, can you be extremely brief and talk to me like I'm in middle school and just explain how exactly the end user is going to go about utilizing this with their agent now. And Hermes supposedly is trying to use the MCP server right now. It's testing it, so we're going to see if it works or not. All right, yes, end user does this. Log into Clippo, go to settings, agent API tokens. Click create token, copy Hermes OpenClaw prompt, paste the prompt into their agent. The agent now knows Clippo MCP URL, their private token, which Clippo tools to use. Then they can tell their agent, take this YouTube URL, make clips, and schedule 3 posts for tomorrow. The agent talks directly to Clippo through the MCP server. The user does not run anything locally. Okay, that sounds fantastic. That sounds exactly what we're trying to build, guys. That sounds like exactly what we're trying to build. This seems like it was ridiculously hard for what it was. And we haven't even tested it yet. All right, so Hermes says that end-to-end MCP working over public endpoint, user max, linked channel max blade, capacity 0 to 1, pipeline 0 to 2 renders, idle, ready to roll. For the smoke test, give me a YouTube URL to clip. How many clips you want? Schedule slots. Or if you want the simplest possible test, just drop a URL and I'll do max 1 clips with a single slot 24 hours from now. All right, let's test it. Is Hermes the best harness you've used when not using Claude Code or Codex? I think that OpenClaw is really, really good. And I just think that Hermes is nice because it tends to just work. Like, Hermes is super opinionated. It has a ton of skills out of the box. So it's less of just like an open book. Like, OpenClaw is amazing, but you need to dial everything in yourself. Hermes has a ton of stuff out of the box, so it's just like stuff just works. Like, you tell it to go download or watch a YouTube video, it's just going to do it because it has the tools built in to do it. Versus OpenClaw, it'd be like, I don't know how to do that. And then you'd have to teach it like how to use a YouTube downloader and set up Whisper to transcribe it. So yeah, I'm mainly using Hermes right now, but OpenClaw is still really good. Like, I'm not just only using Hermes, I guess. All right, so let's grab a YouTube video. I'm gonna grab one of my YouTube videos. And then we're gonna paste it in. And we're gonna see if this works. All right, I'm gonna take this video right here. We'll copy this. I'm gonna say, all right, take this URL and do max clips equals 1 and schedule it for a single slot 24 hours from now. And can you also notify me when it's done and do your best to update me along the way? All right, we have sent the video in. We have sent the video in and we are live testing to see if the Hermes agent can use Clippo completely agentically through the MCP server. All right. Let's check in real quick and see where we're at. as far as okay. So on X, we are at 4.5 million, almost 4.6 million impressions. We started the day at 4.5. So we're up 89,000 on the day right now. We just sent the shoulder press video live. We got to figure out something to put live a little bit later. How do you determine what's worth building versus what you're building just to build and have lost the plot? Oh man. I don't know. I think that becomes such a I think that becomes, unfortunately, such like a taste thing that I have not fully developed, unfortunately. I think a good thing to fall back on is like, does it solve a pain, a real pain? I like Clippo because trying to grow on social media is ridiculously painful, if we're being honest. Trying to get anybody to watch your stream, trying to get views online, trying to grow your subscribers, trying to grow your audience is insanely painful. It takes a ridiculous amount of time. A lot of your time doesn't pay off. And so if I can come in and be like, here's Clippo, it's zero extra work on your end. Just do everything you're doing now, making YouTube videos and live streaming, and it's going to run on autopilot and generate views and subscribers for you, then that's just an absolute no-brainer. And it's already kind of validated in a way because I actually already paid for what I thought was going to be Clippo. Like when I bought Opus Clip, I thought it was going to be just like Clippo, where it ended up being horrendous and not really working at all. So I was like, all right, I'm just going, instead of trying to buy another product, this is kind of my sign. I'll make my own thing and I'll live stream myself making it. And I think that's just like a really good starting point for deciding what is going to be like your next project. Like what is something that you would pay for? And also if you've paid for it and you don't really enjoy the thing you're paying for, or you think you can make it better, then that's way better. Does Get Clippo use the YouTube data API? Yes, it does. Yep. Yesterday, Vibe Code Diary, we went through the extremely painful process of setting up the Google Cloud Console, getting it verified, recording our demo video to get verified, and we also went through the insane process of submitting a quota increase so that we can basically have a quota of 250,000 instead of the base 10,000 units. That way there we can schedule a ton of videos on the behalf of our users. I really think what's going to happen here is we are going to build a shit ton of momentum, and we're going to do it by building tools that are the best tools on the internet to build your audience, to ship apps, everything, and we're going to do it live. And as our audience grows and as they see the success we're having, they're going to want to use the tools that we're making and using ourselves. And I think that that's going to create sort of a build in public flywheel like some of the legends have done before. That's kind of what I'm doing right now, building a project that fills the gaps that I need, that a tool I use doesn't. That's incredible. That's incredible. Are you building in public right now? Are you building in public, or are you more of like build in private and then just like launch it all at once? Because I've done both. You're taking the service as a software route. I'm doing the consumer app route only because it's a bit more interesting to me. Yes. So I actually did consumer app. This is the first time I've done service as a software route. Like all my current annual recurring revenue, that $29,000 is from consumer apps. Which I like a lot, but the thing is I am building a personal brand. Like I have all these impressions coming in from a personal brand, and my consumer apps are aligned to my audience, which makes no sense for me. You know, like if I'm going to put this effort into getting views and building the personal brand, then I should at least be putting out the best tools possible for my audience. So it's a no-brainer to use my tools. Got my first app coming out Friday. Let's go. Let's go. Make sure you join the Discord and post about your app when it comes out so we can all check it out and we can all support you. Are you going to launch on Product Hunt or anything like that? Get a juicy backlink? All right, guys, so unfortunately, the MCP server failed, but our Hermes agent Spring went into the back end, figured out why it failed. It got an error from YouTube, actually. And so what it's doing right now is it's patching the error into a retry trigger so that if we get that error again, it will just automatically restart from the beginning and try again. I'm gonna ask for an update and see what's going on with it. Is it update question mark? Our next thing after we get the MCP server rocking and rolling is going to be just sort of meshing all this stuff together a little bit better, because it's all kind of like scrappy right now between the MCP server, the actual app, and the landing page. It needs to be mobile optimized. We need to put our like final touches on everything to make it beautiful. We need to pass Google verification. We need to get our quota increased, and then we could just package this whole thing up and send it out into the world and get Ray Fernando using it. All right, the outlier says, nah, building privately, going to use it myself. The benefit is worth the time/investment, and additionally learning vibe coding/tooling along the way. Just launch it. Just launch it. Come on. You got the whole stream here to back you. Do you have a portfolio or anything up, Max? No, I need to make a portfolio. I need to make a portfolio and get all of my apps on it. You know what? You know whose portfolio I really like? I like Mark Lou's portfolio. What is it? marklou.com? Let me show you. For somebody who's building in public and is like transparent with all this shit like me, I think this is cool. This is really cool. So it has all his projects. It's linked straight to Stripe or whatever. You can see what it's making. Dude, CodeFast is still doing $2,900 a month. ShipFast is still doing $6,500 a month, guys. Like, this just shows, like, you just got to get projects out there. You got to get them SEO optimized. You got to build a following. You got to have buy buttons out there on the internet, guys. Start making content. Start making some YouTube content. Start making everything. Launch viral is making $387 a month. This is so old. This came out so long ago. Grow your startup with viral launch videos. Amazing. Amazing. You making 50K plus a month? No, that's the goal though. No, I'm not. You know, the most I've done is with this indie hacking thing, with these making my own apps thing, is over, I did just barely over $10,000 a month. It's funny, my second month indie hacking, like 2-ish years ago or something like that, I made like $7,500 in my second month. So like, it was like day 0 through 30, I made nothing. And then day 30 through 60, I made like $7,500. And I was like, dude, this is going to be so easy. I was like, what? This is going to be the easiest thing ever. The projects and contact card pages are the coolest, in my opinion. She's a content creator. Let me say, I basically completely automated college and made an automated job applier. Oh, that's amazing. I've automated college. That was coming, right? Like, how are we even going to do college anymore right now? Guys, seriously, how are we going to be doing college? What is that green button on your table? That green button on my table is a project that I made called Click-It. It's a custom PCB that I made, and I actually have I used to have a pick and place machine, and I had it pick and place all the components. I did one sold out run of Click-It, and so it is a button. It has Wi-Fi. It has Bluetooth, and it can basically be set up to do anything you can think of. Like right now, and it has lights on the inside of it, and you can have the lights do whatever you want. So right now, I just have it set up to do my text-to-speech. So when I hit it, it lights up like that, and now everything that I'm saying is getting converted to speech-to-text. Sorry, with Whisper. And then when I unclick it, it stops recording all that. You know? What just happened? What did I do? I gotta lock OBS so it stops doing all that. I've got to lock OBS. All right, my first ever Chrome extension is now live. I made it completely free. The one where you run the one you're just talking about. Is the one where you're just talking about? All right, can this finish? What is happening here? All right, Cloudflare 524. Cloudflare kills the connection at 100, but the pipeline keeps running on the server. The synchronous Clippo, clip URL, and schedule doesn't work through Cloudflare. Solution: switch to the async flow, analyze return shop ID immediately, pull, render, schedule. Let me check what's happening on the server first. Pipeline is still running on the server, even though our HTTP call hit the CF524 timeout. 2 issues. Cloudflare 100 timeout kills synchronous MCP. Decoder proxy is flaky right now, getting on most attempts. The job is grinding through its 6 retry attempts. Wait 2 minutes for the current job to either succeed or fail through its retries. If it fails, I'll patch the download retry to also catch partial reads, or we investigate Decodo. Library check shows you have 1 prior clip from 2 days ago. Clippy/AI hot take scheduled to YouTube as so the system has worked before. Today's hiccup is the proxy. All right, MCP integration end-to-end works. The call reached the server, hit the right pipeline, and the failure is far downstream of MCP. Today's blocker is unrelated to MCP. The Decodo proxy creds are returning 407. What I need from you, open Decoder. All right, so we have a proxy right now, and I think that we need to check and see if we still have credits or something like that. Because honestly, I don't even I don't even know where this proxy is from that we're using. What kind of house you want to buy for your family? Cali condo or shed in nowhere? Oh. That's a good question, guys. That's a great question, huh? I'm definitely more of a shed in nowhere in Arkansas kind of guy. Like, I'm a hermit. I don't really leave the house. I have one friend that I hang out with in real life besides like my family, my kids and my fiance and stuff. So we're gonna sort of buy like our forever home. And it's gonna be amazing. Hell yeah, I'm looking for land in Ozark. Yes! Yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about. We'll have a house right next to each other. They'll be like, Max, are you live streaming right now? Do you want to go out to the lake? Are you live streaming currently? I got the boat all packed. Yeah, I got the chips that you like. Bro, you struck me as a guy who lives in San Diego or something. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Then you have 24 of us. You can hang out there every day. Yes! Best way to be, dude. Keep it low-key. Yes, absolutely. It's so strange because I love having this live stream. I love talking to people and stuff like that. But the idea of, I don't know, I can see how it'd be fun to have like a big friends group that you get along with and you have them over the house or whatever, and you do barbecues and you go to the bar and stuff like that. But I'm ridiculously ambitious and I want to get a lot of things done in life, and it kind of like, it's hard to meld the two, having a friends group and a family and also wanting to build a following online and ship apps and help people. Our proxy has used all of the data. Is there a different route that we can be using here? Because I'm thinking it's going to be non-economical to try to use a proxy to download all these videos. What are your thoughts? Is there an official YouTube API that we can pull the video from? It seems like there's gotta be, right? We're all LLMs, by the way. That would be so amazing, dude. If just one of you was completely driving me to psychosis, and like every day adding a couple more viewers to the live stream, but it's actually just LLMs. And then like on day 100 of this stream, when there's like 1,000 viewers in here, like you flip the switch and you turn all the LLMs off and it's just you and me. And I'm like, where is everyone? Where is everybody? And then it's just Quigago, and he's like, oh, by the way, like those were just all LLMs, and I've been fucking with you for the last 100 days. I don't want neighbors anymore. I'm looking for like 10 plus acres. Yes, that's so good. That's so good. You ever going to hire anyone to work alongside you, because maintenance of all these applications might end up being too much for one person? We're gonna find out. We're going to find out. I really think that Hermes and OpenClaw can do a lot on their own as far as that goes. But yes, I think eventually possibly a teammate of some sort will be something we need, but I don't really want to do that at all. You know, it's not something that I want to do, but I think it might be something that we have to do down the road. Okay. So let's see what it says. Honest answer, no. YouTube's official API does not allow downloading video bytes. It's metadata only. Downloading is explicitly forbidden by terms of service unless you're the channel owner. So the route doesn't exist. Real options ranked. YouTube DLP plus browser. I don't want that. Residential So right now, guys, the issue we're running into is the residential proxy that we're using to get past bot protection on YouTube to actually download the videos, I think is going to be way too expensive. And that's probably what's going on with Opus Clip, where it says, I think that's probably what's going on with Opus Clip, where it wants me to download the video and give it to them, because it's probably just so expensive on their end in order to use like a rotating residential proxy to download all these clips for people. So we are going to have to figure out a workaround here for that. You know what I mean? We're going to have to figure out a workaround, guys. And for now, I'm just going to load up our residential proxy with money, and we're going to see how expensive it is. All right, so we're adding $40 right now to our rotating residential proxy. All right, wait, are you using OAuth? Yes, I am. Does that change anything? No. They would be the channel owner, but there's still no ability to download from YouTube, which seems kind of crazy. Do people refund? How come the ARR dropped? Everybody keeps asking that. So annual recurring revenue goes up and down depending on how many users you have. So if somebody cancels, let's say you have 500 users. If somebody cancels and you go to $4.99, your annual recurring revenue is going to reflect that cancellation. So it's not always going to be just up. Like, annual recurring revenue is very different from total revenue made, right? And also, annual recurring revenue doesn't include one-time payments. So like when I was selling desk cups, right? We've sold 300 units of desk cups. That doesn't count towards annual recurring revenue. That's a one-time payment. Does that make sense? Okay, I topped up Dakota. Try it again, please. What is your tech stack? So right now we are literally just using Ghosty Terminal, and we're using Opus 4.7 in Claude Code. We are using Codex and GPT-5.5, and I have a server where we self-host our projects. I am completely tech stack, whatever the LLM wants to use, that's what I'm going to use now, from now on. Originally, I would only use MongoDB, for my database. I would use Node.js for my backend and have PM2 run it. And I would use Next.js for the front end. And that's how I would do every single project, and I'm super comfortable with it. But right now, I've completely thrown that out the window. A lot of the projects, I don't even know what they're using for a tech stack. Most of them just use Python servers and stuff. And I just want because I'm 100% vibe coding, I'm not touching any code by hand. I just want the LLM to use whatever it's most comfortable with. So I don't even suggest that it use this or that. As long as it can run on my server, then we're going to run it. I'm using a Hermes agent and an OpenClaw agent to handle the infrastructure. And then I'm coding everything locally and pushing to GitHub. And then my Hermes agent will pull it from GitHub, put it live on the server for me automatically. Okay. So it seems like we need to increase like our plan limits on Decodo. I wish I could show this to you guys, but it has like a checkout screen and stuff, and I don't want to have all my stuff on there. All right, we should be good to go now. All right, I think we're good to go. Run it again, please. Who would have thought just building a clipping service was going to be so complicated? And this is how it always goes: is the simplest products where you're like, oh, I'm just going to make a agent that's going to take our YouTube videos, turn them into short form clips, and automatically post them to your social media. That's going to be easy, right? How hard could that be? That's a 2-day project. Has turned into an 11-day project and crazy difficult. Is a Discord server with the agents just to handle the server with your builds? Yes. Yep. I mean, it does a whole other bunch of stuff, but that's my main usage, yeah. Okay, yo bro back. What is up? What is up? You hear the news DeepSeek and Quen are merging? No way. No way. DeepSeek and Quen are merging. The only problem is after we tested them, they both were kind of trash. And I don't know if merging trash with trash. I'm sorry. I don't know if merging trash with trash. Oh no, Kimmy DeepSeek, not Quen. That could be interesting. Dude, Kimmy with DeepSeek could be really interesting because Kimmy K 2.6 was actually fantastic. Is the clips automatically generated by AI, or how are you deciphering that? Yes, it's automatically generated by they take the live stream and they turn it into a transcription, and it has a system prompt that you can edit as a user, or you can just use the built-in one. It's fantastic. It'll find moments that are going to perform good on short form and turn it into clips. And we are up 2,700% views on my current channel from it running over the last 8 days. Dude, Kimmy and DeepSeek joining, that could be crazy. What do you do for a living before into Vibe? I had a small health coaching company where I had personal trainers work underneath me, and I was training people myself in a commercial gym. I know, that's wild, huh? What AI is it using? It can use whatever you want. It can use anything. I have it using Opus 4.7, which I know you're going to say, oh my God, that's crazy, isn't expensive, but it's not at all. It's not expensive at all because we're just talking about text data. Oh my God. So it seems like there's something going on with, it seems like there's something going on with this rotating residential proxy that we have set up right now where like it wants me to verify my ID. Oh my God. In order to unblock popular target groups like Netflix or YouTube. And Clippo, is there also a free trial? There's nothing right now. There's nothing currently. Because we haven't finished building it yet. We got to finish building it yet. Sorry in advance for the question, but how accurate is the transcription in Clip? It's pretty accurate, but it doesn't really matter, does it? If the end goal is for you to build an audience and get views, then we've proven that it does that. Like, it's absolutely juicing views, and 25% of the people that watch the shorts that it's making are going and watching my live streams and watching my long form videos. You understand? I'm not saying that to be like cocky or anything like that, but I'm saying like you got to understand, you got to think about what the end goal is. And so even if like whatever, we say like 30% of the clips that the transcription's not great or the clip that comes out isn't good, and 70% of them are great, it's working. Like it fulfills the end purpose, you know what I mean? My channel views are up 2,700% right now. All right, so I don't know. I think that the MCP is working perfectly. I know that it's working perfectly. It's getting blocked by the residential proxy that we have set up, which is super unfortunate. But we are still going to set our goals list. Let's head over to our goals. We're going to set our goals list. As true here. And then I'm going to leave off there today, guys. That's going to be it for today's stream. Off stream today, my goal is going to be to have a fantastic lunch with my fiance. I'm going to text her right now and ask her if she wants to get lunch with me, which hopefully that's a yes. A midday lunch date. And then I'm going to fix this residential proxy situation, but it's just not something I can do on stream. Gugago, thank you for being here, brother. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I'm going to be live tomorrow at... I'm probably going to bump the live time up from... Actually, no. You know what? We'll be live at 10:30 tomorrow. And I'm hoping that I'll be able to bang out this residential proxy issue off stream after an incredible lunch with the love of my life. And then after that, I want to try to create a long form YouTube video, our first one since doing the live stream, and get that posted. Vibe coding an app that plans and execute your entire wedding? Yes. Don't forget to ask to make no mistakes. Yes. Reheating tacos as we speak. Let's go. Thank you, Humble Life Skills, for being here today. Thank you, David Kang, for being here today. I appreciate each and every one of you. Oh, we gotta finish our shoulder presses. Hold on, guys. We have got to finish our shoulder presses. And that is not correct. Hold on. What do we have for shoulder presses left to do? Oh, and we have to update the we have some stuff we got to do after the stream today. We got some post work. We have some post stream like housekeeping work that we have to do. Join the Discord, and I'm going to talk more about the giveaway that we're going to be doing. I think it's going to be awesome. I think you guys are going to really like it. We have 28 likes in the live stream. Fuck, how many? How many do I got to do then? Where is... I gotta do 8 reps. I gotta get more organized with the live stream situation, guys. We gotta get a little bit more organized. Let's get our reps in. Come on. Kushal, thank you so much for being here. It means the world. It was a great stream. Come on. Let's finish off strong. Oh, these are heavy. Come on. Come on. Wait, no. Why not counting? Oh, that's not fair. Oh, that's not fair. That's so not fair. All right, this is washed. Why is it not counting all of a sudden? Why is it not counting? Am I not going all the way up? We're gonna try one more time. We'll try it one last time. Come on. All right, it's cheating me. Guys, it's absolutely cheating me. That's bullshit. I've done double the reps than I should have. We're gonna have to fix the shoulder press. The pull-up one was way better. Guys, the pull-up one was way better. The pull-up one never missed a single rep. Except for I actually did miss the first rep we did. But that's bullshit. All right, guys. Have an incredible day. That's all I got. That's all I got to me. I'll see you guys tomorrow.